dear Leos, this is a love reading, a prediction for the month of June with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And if you want to watch the channel's reading in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check this out through the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. This will be a love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. I usually read for the empath side of the story within this dynamic, but also remember that the other person holds up a mirror of your shadow. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. I can also recommend that you watch the previous love reading for May, because that's the energy right now, and this will be the prediction for June. And I'm using the Golden Universal Tarot for your reading. So, when I open your deck here, I see the Magician together with 10 of Wands. So this is a person that I feel like their game plan doesn't work anymore, and it's very frustrating for this person. The idea that they had, or the plan that they had. I'm feeling actually this is the person that's most on your mind, and this person might have played a little bit of games with you at times, and probably it hasn't worked that well. I'm feeling like they are like almost stomping away a little bit like this. Okay, so I call the Divine with Love and Light, and here we have the Hierophant with the 10 of Wands in the reversed. It's a power struggle is what I'm seeing. You might not know that it's a power struggle, but it is a power struggle. I think this person would want to be in control in your relationship. And if they can't be in control, they kind of lose interest a little bit. Okay. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we have the 4 of Wands together with the Hierophant, which is kind of 2 cards of marriage, tribe, being together for the long haul, things like this. So maybe this person wanted to be a singles person, or a person with little responsibility, or maybe take a little bit more from the relationship than what they were giving with the Magician and the 10 of Wands. And here, with the development of the story, I'm seeing that it might be the commitment and things like this that's the issue. And I truly believe that this person loves you, but they are also very angry with you or upset with you, maybe for forcing responsibilities upon them that they don't want. Okay. So I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Leo viewers. So I want my dear Leos to have love in their life. 5 of Wands. I'm thinking you're having a conflict with this person right about now. So love in your life, and find yourself in loving relationships. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I actually I started to do your reading, but I had complication with the technicalities. But these cards came out when I was doing the pre-shuffle. And also the strength card here. So the storyline was that you had a person that was kind of a little bit upset with you, and because you were using your own strength to help yourself now, instead of helping them fulfilling kind of their agenda, or meeting them halfway in their game playing. So that means, for example, that you love someone so much that you blind yourself a little bit to that they might be a tad bit selfish. That's just an example. But now you don't do that anymore, and it forces the whole relationship into a new beginning or a new energy, and that is actually good, because it's a better recipe for happiness than one person doing a lot of investment in the relationship while the other person is playing games and trying to get benefits or make it good for themselves. But of course it will make the other person a little bit upset, and in this case we can also see that they are sad because maybe they believe that your change of behavior, you have become more like a Leo, and before maybe you were more like this little cat. Okay, nice little cat, and they think that you have stopped loving them. So I'm both feeling like a person being a little bit martyr and like stomping like this, and also a little bit bitterness, and maybe that they don't want to forgive you for changing, and they don't want to budge to, you know, what the role that's left for them is that they need to step up their game a little bit, and they don't want to do this. They want to be pampered and taken care of, and, you know, do a little bit stupid things now and then, but having you forgiving them and things similar to that. Okay. Yeah, they want to be this mysterious person, kind of coming and going maybe a little bit in the relationship and having the control. Like they want to be super attractive for you so that you will do anything for them. And this recent development isn't that super fun for them because they want to be celebrated and longed for, and like they can do whatever, whatever, and you will still want them or need them, things like this. Okay, so now it's shuffled. I will just tune in for a few seconds to you and the person most on your mind and your relationship in June. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have the High Priestess in the reversed. I think you're a little bit stubborn too. Okay, you're a little bit stubborn too, and I almost feel like this is both you and the other person. Maybe this has always been this person, and now you have become this person too. This person was full of self-respect. They didn't allow for certain things. If you would come too late to a meeting, they would be gone. If you did something, some kind of in discretion, they would really put a boundary towards you. But they could do the same thing. They could be too late or not call or be disloyal maybe in public or whatever happened, and you needed to take that for the sake of being in the relationship. But now I think both of you are kind of rather judgmental towards your surrounding and put boundaries, saying no. So this is good. It was probably what you were supposed to learn from this relationship in the first place, to become more in self-respect. The High Priestess in the reverse, though, it shows that it almost had become a little bit childish, but I think it's because both people are being in the extreme of doing this. When we are in a relationship, if one is unavailable and the other one is available, we still have a relationship. But if both is unavailable, there's no relationship. If both are available, we can have a relationship. Before you had a dysfunctional one like this, and now you have one like this. So it's like both sitting and sulking in their different corners. Okay. And here we have the old bottom of the deck, which is the Two of Pentacles. So it basically just shows the summing up of this reading so far, that the one person was playing games and the other one have to carry all the burden. It's not a mature type of relationship. Okay. This is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. This is the situation in this relationship, and this is what's on their mind about you. This is your feelings for the other person. This is the bond between you two, and this is their feelings towards you. Your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for June, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation, which is the Fool in the reverse. So neither person wants to be kind of authentic and vulnerable, open-hearted, take chances, do something brave and jump over the cliff for another person. That means, for example, if they haven't called you, you are calling them, you're taking a risk, you go close to the edge. And this reminds me of dreams I have had and discussed with a friend of mine. This person didn't want to go close to the edge, and in the dreams they saw me going very close to the edge while they were kind of back here somewhere. And I often dreamt that I was throwing myself over the edge because of different reasons, either being chased or needing to go somewhere, and it was down there, so it was a shortcut. And I'm thinking this is it shows how much a person is ready to invest of themselves. One personality, they don't want to jump into things before they have watched and see what will happen, and that they know that they're safe and there's a parachute and a bouncy bounce down there somewhere that will catch them, while other people are don't mind, we just see what happens. This will be all right. And now it's I'm thinking both of you are the High Priestess in the reverse, both of you are the Fool in the reverse. Neither of you wants to open up your sanctimony for another person, and neither of you wants to make sacrifices or be vulnerable in situations, or try different things. This is about you have learned to put boundaries, and now you are thinking before you are doing things. You are not putting yourself in risky situation, because even if you're Leo, you're very strong. There's also an element of self-respect, and I'm thinking that's what you're working on right now. So this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind, and that is that they are not doing their fair share of this relationship, that they need to be the brave one now, and they need to be the one coming and offering you stuff now. So you want them to be brave for you and come and give to you as you gave to them and were brave to them for them. Okay, and this is their what is on their mind with you. And we have the Star card here, so this person definitely feels very connected to you, and they have like an inspiring hope coming, and this inspiring hope can actually lead to making a leap of faith. 17 is also connected to the Strength card, being the bigger person. So when the hope builds in a person, and let's say that they are constantly thinking about you and thinking about the sweet things that happen in your relationship, and thinking that they want you, and that will also grow into them wanting to be a better person for you, so you would want to be with them too. That will also grow into them longing for you and taking measures to get closer to you. So it's kind of sweet, and it's I'm thinking this was the destiny all along, even if this person might they might feel the hope now, and then they get a chicken again, and then they feel hope and get chicken and back off from the edge. But the happy ending here would be if now both people know self-respect, but also both people are able to share themselves and be open and vulnerable in the relationship, and also sacrifice themselves for the relationship and doing brave things like saying I'm sorry, or picking up the other person's burden when they are down on their luck, or something that shows that you go that little extra mile for another person. So that's of course supposed to be the end game, but if one person has been in one way for thousands of years and the other person has been in the other way for the thousands of years, it's no like quick fixes here. But I think it probably took you this lifetime to put those install these boundaries, Leo. But I think you felt that in the end it was a rather quick job. It happened maybe from 1 year to the other, or even 1 week to the other, that you just change your mind. Now I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to be the doormat for other people. And of course this can happen also for this person, but we need to realize that their personality is a little bit withdrawn or overly protective of themselves. So maybe it's not as easy as if we are brave from the get-go, and before you use your bravery to carry around other people, now you carry yourself. So for them it's a little bit harder because they have a lot of fear involved here. We saw that with the 9 of Swords earlier. So this is the bond that's between you. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's things that needs to be fixed. It's like some kind of karmic issue that needs to be fixed. So I think back in if we count back thousands of years, something has happened that made you very strong and able to, put yourself out there for other people. And maybe the same thing or a similar thing or another thing made the other person back off and think, oh shit, I need to protect myself. And now you need to get the full 360 degree angle from this, like seeing it from every different angle. So you need to be everything and have done everything to get complete knowledge. So, and it's time to go back to school. You can see all these entities here are studying, and this is back to school. So some kind of recycling of an old karma that still isn't resolved. So that's the bond between you two, this old karma. This is your feelings for the other person. And we have the Empress here. So I'm seeing you loving this person unconditionally. And you have a lot of things that you would want to give to them and nurture them and be like a nice person, a nice partner, a resourceful partner at that. It's just that you want the same thing from your person. So this is their feelings. And we have the Page of Swords, of course. So this is the protective attitude that we saw happen, thousands of years ago. The person said, oh, I need to protect myself. But we also see this hope here. So even if they have their back turned towards you right now, also on their mind is hope. So it's like I'm hoping I'm protecting myself. I'm hoping for the relationship. I'm protecting myself. So this person stands on 2 legs and they don't know which leg to stand on or how to balance themselves. So they are, one day they think, oh, they might even, write you a letter, because this is also messages, but they are turning your back against you. And we can see here that they're fighting for themselves. If it would have been like this instead, it might have been more open for communication, but still they have demands, right? So this person is open to communicate. They might text you or try to communicate with you, but then they hang up or they delete their text, or they might just think of reaching out, but then they discourage themselves and they think, no, I need to stand up for myself. And that's what I'm feeling with the Page of Swords right now. But the Page of Swords can also be speak your truth, even if your like voice shakes. That's it. Okay, speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, your teeth is clattering like this, and the knees is going like this. But the person hasn't got to that just yet because they don't want to feel scared. This is a person that wants to feel very balanced, in harmony. Everything is clean in their house. The things is in the perfect order. Everything is planned perfectly. So this is not a person that easily gets out of hands and do things that can wreck this balance. They want to be in balance. They want to be in harmony. They don't want to have... probably don't want to have conflict, but that doesn't mean that they don't instigate conflicts. They probably instigate conflict, but if you also face them with conflict, then you will see like a wall or a boundary directly, like you are impossible, you are dramatic, even if they were the one instigating the like starting to quarrel with you and being petty. And if you say I won't have that, they will blame you for being petty. Okay, again. So it's interesting, but it's due to this person having a lot of fear. And or if they would be an animal with a lot of thorns, like the pointy things, they would carve themselves up to a ball and have all the points sticking out of them. So hedgehog, I think it's the name for that animal I'm thinking of. So we move on to your behaviors and attitudes, and we have a 10 of cups here. So 10, this is kind of sweet. So I'm thinking, even if this person has turned their back and refused to be brave and refused to share with you or be like take the step towards the relationship and invest in the same amount that you are doing, I'm thinking there's a rather sweet energy here between you two, and that is fear that's keeping this person away from you. They know how to handle harmony, but they don't know how to handle the disharmony that might come up inside of them if they open up and become a little bit more vulnerable. So 10, 10 and the 17 here. You have very small requests. You just want them to come with the same thing as you are coming with, and then it would be so easy. You can have your happily ever after. So you're not that complicated, actually. It's just, I'm here for you. If you would just give me your, like if you give the same thing or a similar thing or an equal thing as I'm giving, I'm here for you. So it's simple as that. And then this other person, 4 of cups in the reverse. So it's like nervously rejecting you. But they feel it's like a thin thread that can easily snap because this is the game that this person have been playing, and it's being very protective of themselves, stomping off, sulking, and then people come after them. But so maybe they have a lot of hope that you will come after them because you have showed them a lot of love in the past, and they probably still feel your love. And they're starting to get anxious with you not coming and stomping after them. So I feel for this person, but I see that their logic is flawed, because if you have maybe told them that you need more investment from them. Yes, I saw the 10 of Wands in the beginning with the High Priest and the 4 of Wands, so I understand that they don't want to take that kind of responsibility, but they are asking you to be responsible, to come and get them and be the grown-up and, pamper them and fix the situation. So why can't they be the grown-up too? That's the big question. Why are they expecting you to be the grown-up and themselves to be the baby? They have a faulty logic, even if they think they're sitting a little bit on their high horse here, thinking that my life is well arranged and I don't need like anyone having stupid demands on me. I want air in my life. I want like a space in my life, my own space also. And so I think that maybe that's the sacrifice they don't want to make. They want you to be super attracted to them and come to them so that they can keep their freedom a little bit here and not have to take responsibility. So even if it's unfair, even if it's not logic, this is what I'm seeing them aiming towards. And this is the result for June. And it's someone coming and traveling. And I don't see this person doing that. So maybe this is you. I will take from Brutally Honest. We will see. I will conclude that a little bit later, because it's you don't want to do that because you're waiting for them to take a step, but you are the only one that seems remotely invested, like with your whole heart, while this person is trying to protect their heart. So we'll see what the other person wants to tell you, like this Page of Swords person. I'm scared of you. and love is too dangerous. I can believe them when they say that, that this is how they feel. They are scared of you because you are responsible, and you are, as I said, you are expecting them to be responsible. So because you give all this, you want them to give all that, and that's making them super nervous. You are ready to jump the cliff here and invest yourself fully, and they are not ready to do that. So therefore they are scared of you because they know you're right, and love is too dangerous. How can they open up and be vulnerable? Because they are not as strong as you. If things go wrong, maybe they can't pick themselves up again. So see what's if we can clarify their investment with the 7 here. They will never stop loving you though, so they're still on this journey with you, I would say. They're just not making you know that. And a little bit more, please. It has always been you. Okay, so they still love you, but they do so afar, and they probably feel very connected to you with the stars there and the stars here. So I think this person wants to pick up where you were, while you want some kind of development. So they are ready to, take you on board again if you would just stop with the ridiculous asking them to be equal in this relationship. And so they're just waiting for you to go back to your old ways, basically. So this is your point. You are healing your broken heart. I'm thinking you're doing a good job of it because you have kind of a healed heart here, and the healed heart also there. So I think you have been healing your broken heart, and the broken heart probably came from unfairness, some kind of unfairness here with the, I have like these kites there. And I can't ever forget, it's almost, this feels a little bit more like this person, but let's say you can't never forget. I don't think I ever truly knew you. So there's a tad bit bitterness here. I'm thinking it has to do with this energy where you are putting boundaries for yourself. You don't want to, you could easily be the one going and fixing this relationship, but you don't want to go back to how things were, and there's certain things that this person have done that they need to pay you for. So it's like if let's say that you have done something horrible towards a person, and then you need to do nice things to weigh that up, and until that has happened, I don't think you can forget about these old things and really move on here with the Chariot. I don't think I ever truly knew you. I think it's very hard to know this person because they are not particularly open with themselves. So the only way to know them, I think, is to know them through their soul. You can't really know the person because they're not showing themselves, and they might show also different masks in different times with the magician that we saw. And then we have I will fight for our love. So I think that you still have this Leo strength left in you, and you still feel kind of ready to be a good partner here, but they need to get less shaken and less scared, and invest themselves and pay you back for the things whatever they did here. So this is the question of if you will invest, and this is the question if they will come forward. But the outcomes say you will invest and they will come forward. So I guess we have to believe that. The 4 of Cups is in the reverse, so it might be like the last wall against you, and that this will happen, that they will try to come to you in some way, but I don't know, with their back still turned towards you. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I'm feeling like the divine is feeling like a scent in the air of this person, giving up their guns basically, and coming, at least maybe halfway, or giving you the little finger. But it's problematic since you have things that they need to pay you back for, because you have done enormous amount of things for them, and they have been a little bit cheap with you, like being the miser with you, not really investing fully, and that it broke your heart at a point. It was, of course, because they were already heartbroken. They have been scared for, as I saw it, thousands of years. So it's not from ill will. It was from necessity. This is what you got, a person that's very a little bit broken in their foundation. But it still, it broke you. Even if it didn't break your foundation, it broke your heart. But I think you have healed it on your own without their help. But if you are going to get back together with them, they need to pay you back for the things that they did. And they probably need to show more of their more genuine persona for this to work out. So I still want clarification for the chariot here. So we have passion. This is you and them together, and I'm feeling like this is them too. They have their armor on here, so maybe they are ready to reinstigate the relationship in some way. I think you want engagement, they want passion, and how you two will be able to meet to make this chariot go forward, I'm not sure, but we will look into their soul here, what they would tell you from their soul. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So this can be the little straw that helps the thing solve or breaks their, makes them skip their guns here. That you think of them with love and sending them this 10 of Cups kind of love. If you just, I love you, I still have these feelings for you, or that you show them in some way that you love them. If you are still together and this person is just, I don't know, but being very cold in the relationship and distant in the relationship, you could be there, like be your ordinary loving self and give love, but also I think the person knows, like underneath the surface, that there's things that they need to do. There's things that they need to tend to if they turn their face back to you. So that's why they are turned away, is because they know when they face you, they won't be able to keep up the old game of acting like they don't care, or having power over you. So you give them a lot and they don't have to give anything. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. You remember in the beginning I said they want you to be like so attractive that you will come for them, and this is what they have been waiting for. But now they feel a lot of passion here and dream about you, and that might be what makes them come. And it helps, of course, if you open up for this healing love that you actually feel, but maybe you don't want to feel it. You don't want to like still be googly-eyed in love with someone that's has given you very little to have that love. Like they haven't really given you any reason for why you would love them so much, but you do love them. 10 of Cups, so that can't be much better. We can have the Sun card there, of course. So complicated. It's sweet because neither seem to have bad intentions here. It's just that one person is really traumatized from an old karma, and you are traumatized from probably this relationship a little bit, healing your broken heart. But if particularly this person can get over themselves, you are there for them. You just want if not an equal investment, so at least an investment like 60-40, like you invest 60% and then they invest 40%, that would work for you, I sure, but if it's 10% from them and 90% from you, that won't work. So I would urge you to watch your reading, their true thoughts and feelings, in their true thoughts and feelings playlist. That will probably tell you more about this situation. You can also watch the reading, what do they want to happen between you two for your sign, and the previous love reading for May.
Jet planes in the night sky with you.
Today, if you can't get enough of my readings on YouTube, you can now become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos. There are 3 different levels to choose from. You can become a supportive member and get personal and spiritual growth readings for the collective.
Getting high in the sunrise with you.
The second option is to become an extended member, where you get access to the collective readings from the previous level, and you will also be able to see all the channel's astrological tarot readings for all the signs ahead of time and ads free.
Getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, no I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine.
The third option is to become a full member, where you get access to all the perks from the previous levels. And on top of that, you will get short personal readings from me every week. It is very similar to super chat readings, but here you subscribe instead of paying for super chats.
'Cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you.
There is a lot of other perks that's available for all levels, as membership loyalty badges, custom emojis, and other special features.
I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that.
If you subscribe to my channel, you will be able to see the join button, where you can learn more about the membership. You can also follow the link in the description box to check this out. And if you are still not convinced that this is a good option for you, you can become a member just to support my channel and help me keep on doing readings for all the astrological signs. I hope you will join and we will have so much fun together. Thank you for watching this far. I'm sending you all my love and all my gratitude. My dear Leo, this is a love reading, a prediction for the month of June with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And if you want to watch the channel's reading in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check this out to the join button, or follow the link in the description box to learn more. This will be a love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and Venus, Vedic or tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. I usually read for the empath side of the story within this dynamic, but also remember that the other person holds up a mirror of your shadow. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. I can also recommend that you watch the previous love reading for May, because that's the energy right now, and this will be the prediction for June. I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. When I open your deck here, I see Knight of Swords together with Ace of Wands in the reversed. So it seems like either you are a little bit pissed off with someone, or someone is a little bit upset with you. Okay, so I call the divine with Love and Light, and here we have the Strength card in the reversed with the Ace of Wands. So I'm seeing you have kind of used your power to strengthen yourself in this situation, and that might be why your counterpart is upset. And you might be dealing with an air sign, or any person that kind of feels rapidly jump into a conclusion about things and aren't really able to see their own side to what has caused the issue. So I called for archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we see the Hierophant with the Ace of Wands in the reversed. So I'm feeling again that this I think this is a power struggle. The most likely scenario is that my Leos have been before you have been using your strength to help out the other person, or strengthen them, or make them feel good about themselves, but it might be that they didn't do the same thing for you, and now you're doing this for yourself, and it upsets the other person, so they're really upset with you. So I called the 6 elements, maybe I'm repeating myself, and we have 2 aces here. So it's some kind of new beginning, and it might be hard for the other person to understand your change of mood, or your change of behavior, or your change of first you were using your strength to take care of them, now you're using your strength to take care of you, and but this is going to lead to a new good beginning for both of you, either outside the relationship or inside the relationship, because maybe this person also needed to see that both people need to put effort into the relationship. Okay, so I will just tune in for a few seconds to you and the person most on your mind and your relationship in June. I will also fix your candle, which accidentally blew out itself.